Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of December 2021. Thank you so much for joining me as I cleanse the energy. Don't forget that this is general, so don't stress over what doesn't resonate, alright? Just take what does. And don't forget to check out your other placements within your individual chart for more messages, the other readings as I post them. But if you're here to hear about an Aquarius in your life or somebody with that in their chart, more than welcome to join. I am more than happy to do a personal reading for you at this time, so just reach out via email. You'll see it in the description box as well as the options and the pricing. They're very affordable. All right, let's see here. We're going to begin by pulling the initial messages, the beginning messages from the Soul's Journey deck. All righty. I feel like there will be a couple of annoyances in the month of December. Someone might come off a little condescending towards you, whether it's a boss figure, somebody that works for you. It could be reversed, whether it's clientele or a customer. Okay, good energy. So we have change at the bottom of the deck. There is a level of change you desire, whether it's in the work environment, or some of you desiring a whole new job, or a change in the progression you've had with your business project or career path in general. Feeling like for some of you, things are moving too slowly with a business you've been working diligently towards. We have pride and success. I feel like you're going to be very proud of the changes you've implemented up until this point and that you plan to moving forward, even if you don't feel like you have it all figured out to wrap up the year. I'm seeing this as a very Wheel of Fortune kind of vibe and imagery. Feels like things are happening for you, things are moving, the wheel is churning for my lovely Aquarians this time. But yeah, you're feeling very proud walking into your work environment, or just walking into the room in the month of December, at least the majority of which, feeling very confident, very proud of the ups and downs you've had to overcome, or just deal with up until this point. Feeling like it hasn't been an easy ride, but things are now starting to become more successful for you. You're starting to see the progression with your business, your career in general. Some of you working multiple jobs and seeing both thriving in a way that you almost wouldn't have expected. There's something you're debating on proceeding with, but I feel like you will, at least for the time being. Regardless, it feels like luck is on your side when it comes to the success you desire. Other people being a bit in awe of how well you are doing in general. I don't know why that's coming out, or just how easily you can achieve the job or produce or create what it is you need to for your job or for that career or for your business once again. The business keeps coming up for a reason. Wow. Very interesting. I mean, those first initial kind of not so great messages came up for a reason, but I love that the Oracle cards have pushed the reading in a positive direction. Beautiful. All right, let's do some shuffling and pull the main part of the reading from the Light Seers Tarot deck. All right. For my lovely Aquarians, to continue this monthly money and career read. And we have the color yellow. I feel like there's a purity about you. There's something sort of light and airy about your month, or about the way you're dealing with issues, or what's at hand when it comes to work or financial issues, or even financial obligations, I want to say. You're not sort of overcomplicating things as you might have done in the past. And we have a sort of a similar excuse me, similar color scheme going on here in these first two cards that came out from the tarot deck. And it's interesting as it's simmer. I feel like you're trying to tell somebody in your midst to simmer down, or somebody you're dealing with, even if they're at a distance. Like, simmer down. Trying to keep my vibration high at this time. Just trying to cope and deal and produce in the best way possible. This has been coming out in a few different readings. I do feel like some of you are working smarter, not harder this month, and it's efficient for you. You're seeing it sort of help you thrive. I feel like this one's the one I need to pull. Interesting. a more mellow first half of the month and a very colorful second half for the most part. Ace of Swords, your mind is going to be racing this month. So it's as if you know that you are kind of on the right path, or you're sorting things out in your mind. You're thinking about things maybe a little bit too much at times, but that might be pushing you away from overdoing it or over working yourself, right? Or forcing the level of effort you put towards something. You're remembering throughout the month the times when you've done something similar, whether it was a similar job or the same job in the past, and how when you forced it, the results weren't as amazing or as impressive, as successful as they were when you just kind of went with the flow and almost detached yourself emotionally, or just, from the end goal. Or it doesn't mean those goals aren't in place. It doesn't mean you sort of don't have an idea as to where you want to end up at the end of the month, or the next couple months, or a year, or whatever the case may be. Could be even more breaking it down to a day or a week. But it just feels like that's a message, a theme throughout the month. Don't force it, and you know that. You're trying to kind of give that vibe off to other people in your midst that you're working with. Even though you feel like you're not getting a lot of sleep, that might be partially why you don't have a lot to put forth. It's like, I'm just trying to make the best out of the resources I have at hand. Page of Swords, very interesting reading thus far. And so you begin the month of December, and I feel like you're learning a lot about the people you're working with, the people you are helping for your career or your business, as well as just gaining new knowledge when it comes to whatever job you're trying to make the best out of or moving forward with at this time. Some of you doing research on a new career path you'd like to take, or a job that you feel would be better suited for your path in general, or just better for your health in one way, shape, or form. It's interesting, I was touching my ear. I feel like you're going to be listening a lot. It's this sort of thinking, learning, processing kind of beginning to the month, where your mind's racing, trying to produce while absorbing a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. People are sharing a lot with you, and you're just trying to figure out what's actually useful and what you're going to discard. Finding some opportunities online, or just being presented them by the universe through other people, and you being like, this isn't going to work for me, okay, this is, and kind of sorting through and knowing what's better for you and what's not going to work for you. You've learned over time. Interesting. King of Wands. It's like things got a bit serious, though, as we started the 6-card spread. And as I say that, let's look at how serious the King of Wands is. Male or female, you're just coming off very serious to make your way to the middle of the first half of the month, feeling very bold, very courageous, very proud. Leo energy coming out. You might have Leo in your chart, or be dealing with one, or just exuding that sort of powerful line, kind of put me in the spotlight energy, even if I'm struggling to a certain extent. And I just feel like you are very proud of what you're producing, who you are, who you've become, all that you've overcome once again, and it's very apparent. I feel like you're doing a good job, or a better job, at not oversharing to those that you're working with or dealing with at this time. I'm seeing somebody just looking very appealing as well, and it's helping you. People wanting to help you out, maybe a little bit too much at times, but wanting to sort of give you opportunities to succeed. As I'm drawn to that success card again. 2 of Wands. And so you make your way to wrap up the first half of the month, and there's just something that's not fulfilling about what you're doing, right? Okay, so some of you work a business and a job, all right, or 2 jobs. You could be running 2 different businesses from home, or whatever the case may be, but it feels like one opportunity you're working towards or trying to make the best out of isn't doing it for you at this time. There's a feeling of not being fulfilled, or not fitting in, or just feeling as if something isn't fully aligned with you. You're very successful at it. You won't stop being successful at it as long as you pursue it, but it's not enough. And there is a potential to be overthinking this, feeling like it's hard to wrap up the first half of the month being very present. But you begin the second half of the month with the Justice card. And you get a taste of justice to begin the second half of the month, where the scales are starting to balance out for you. Let's clarify this one. Libra energy coming into play. Seven of Wands, a lot coming at you, excuse me. Energies could affect you in a negative way or just overwhelm you to a certain extent to begin a second half. But thinking a lot about a financial fresh start in one way, shape, or form, whether it's a financial investment, like a house, an apartment, a car, or could just be a new job you want to acquire at this time. Getting a level of justice when it comes to what you're learning, what you're gaining at this time when it comes to the future of your career, your business, or just your path in general. Sorry, I had to stop the reading for a hot second due to my roommate being a bit stressful with her energy. But anyway, so I feel like the beginning of the second half of the month with this Justice card, hence why I'm cleansing the energy, as you can see. But so in the midst of beginning the second half of the month, there could be somebody who annoys you or stresses you out to a certain extent, or both. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands oddly coming out for this, I do feel like a lot's happening, a lot's coming at you, opportunities being presented to you, clarity on those future opportunities, even if they don't happen at this point in the month or to finish up the year in general. It feels like the scales are balancing out for you when it comes to something you want to invest in financially. It could be a new place to live, it could be a new car, it could be something even more minor. But it feels like for some of you it's a new job being presented from the universe. It's something you need to investigate it a little bit more, or you may need to learn more about. But it's going to be something that improves your life in one way, shape, or form. Alright? But you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month and you're feeling burnt out, or you're feeling like you need to relight that fire within. Feeling like once again you're not getting nearly enough sleep that you need to produce quality work, or just to feel healthy, if that makes sense. Feeling like you want to sail away from an opportunity that's no longer working for you. Okay? But there's going to be something that happens. Somebody's going to reach out, or just, yeah, it feels like an individual that's going to be there for you, or is going to reach out at the right time to revive you or to remind you how strong you are, of all that you've overcome. There's a level of you being burnt out and tired, but still very proud and having a powerful presence in the middle of the second half. The High Priestess. So you make your way to wrap up the month and the year. And I feel like energy is still very much affecting you as you get downloads, clarification, feeling very peaceful. But it makes sense as you are exiting this very burnt out part of the month. But again, like I said before, I feel like even if you're feeling burnt out in the majority of the end of the year, it makes sense because of all you've been through, all you've had to overcome. It's a very colorful second half of the month. A lot less peaceful in comparison to the first half, right? But you're getting more clarification, I feel like, through your dreams, through daydreams, downloads from Spirit and the universe in regards to what you desire at this time, what you long for, whether that's financial, whether it's career, even though both are intertwined. Beautiful. Let's finish this up by pulling from the Making Magic deck for Aquarius. Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. And so I feel like if you're running a business online, there's a level of fame and fortune ahead for you. And you're reminded of that in the month of December. All right? One more for Aquarius. We're going to take this one. Healing feminine energy. All right? Happy love. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be love in the air for you. You may be treated with a night out or just gifts of love. But Trinket 5, manifesting money and income. 555, you may see a lot of those throughout the month of December, reminding you of change that's on the horizon for the better of your situation. Beautiful. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like and comment if you haven't done so already, as well as subscribe. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.